Hello there, my fellow open world gamers. We're gonna dive straight into the video, but first, I want to show you guys something. That's right, I wanted to show you guys Lootcrate. Bam! And you get this monthly, and you can find out more by following the link in the description below. There's gonna be a discount code you can also use, but this includes all sorts of goodies. A lot of times, they include Star Wars stuff in here as well, so that's really huge. But this February Lootcrate, they're going to be doing a play theme, which is perfect for us gamers. So they're going all out for February. They're going to throw in a collectible vinyl figure from Kid Robot, and then also one of the best-selling novels for gamers and geeks. There's going to be a lot of stuff in here. So be sure to check out the link in the description if you are curious about Lootcrate. Lootcrate for the win! Hello there everyone, what's up? It's Robbie with Overworld Games, and we're going to go straight into the open world gaming news in just a moment. But as a reminder, use the description below as a guide. If this video is a little bit longer, you can skip ahead to the news that you seek. And of course, we're going to go over your top comments. Comments like this one. Gameplay123 says, can somebody answer this comment? Let's do this. So the first game I want to talk to you guys about is one that completely disappeared from the radar, and that is Homefront The Revolution. What in the world is going on with this game? Well, if you remember, Crytek had a ton of financial problems. They had so much going on. They had workers that weren't paid. Then a lot of people left Crytek. Well, guess what? We have an update straight from the community manager on Homefront The Revolution, and he goes on to say, Homefront The Revolution is still in development, now under our wing at Dambuster Studios, formerly Crytek UK. Sometimes we get questions from fans if the game is going to be another Prey 2 or Duke Nukem Forever, but rest assured that the team at Dambuster is still working hard on the game, and it's not going to be vaporware. So that is great news to hear. I thought for sure this game was done. It looks awesome, guys. It's going to have 4-player co-op in an open world that reminds me a lot of Fallout, to be honest with you. It is so atmospheric. It looks very post-apocalyptic. It doesn't look like it's bright and colorful. I think we've had a ton of bright and colorful games releasing since New Gen has arrived, since we're on the Xbox One and PS4. It would be nice to go back to the apocalyptic setting with Homefront The Revolution, and of course, we should be hopefully hearing about Fallout 4 at E3 2015 in June. So, exciting stuff that we will be seeing Homefront The Revolution, and it's good to know that's on track. And remember, it's likely we will be seeing more of Homefront The Revolution at E3 2015 as well. So what about Mass Effect 4? Well, the rumor is it is going open world, much like Dragon Age Inquisition. This is such good news if this turns out to be true, and I would expect for it to be true because open world gaming is the brand new trend. So if Mass Effect 4 was open world, I would expect a couple of planets to land on and just to explore to your heart's content. It would be amazing if the game also ran off the Frostbite engine, which I would assume that it would. This is the same engine that's going to be powering games like Star Wars Battlefront, so maybe we'll see a crossover feature where we see ground-to-space combat that is seamless for both Battlefront and Mass Effect 4. So that would be amazing if we ended up seeing features carry over from Battlefront into Mass Effect 4 in that way. Also, the release date is rumored around 2016 with a reveal during E3 2015 sometime in June. So that I would expect to be true. So 2016 sounds like it's going to be the year for Fallout 4 and Mass Effect 4. So it's looking like Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, is going to be huge in scope and size. A clever user over on the NeoGAF forums did an examination of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain's maps, as well as Ground Zeroes, and is indicating that it's going to be much larger than Grand Theft Auto 5. That is saying something. If this game turns out to be this large, Hideo Kojima is hiding something, that is for sure. He's known to pop out these amazing experiences, and I'm so thrilled that Metal Gear Solid is going open world. We really haven't seen a military type shooter like this in the open world, and of course, with the famous flare from Hideo Kojima. I cannot wait for this one. So hopefully the rumors are true that the map is actually this large. If you want to find out more about that, you can find out details in the description and check out the whole article for yourself. So we are going to be getting a brand new Deus Ex game in the next few years. Not much is known about this game, but it is expected to be open world. It's going under the name Deus Ex Universe. It's going to cover the entire franchise as a whole, including gaming, movies, comic books, and the like. But the good news is we're going to be seeing the engine running at GDC 2015, March 2nd, through the 6th. Now, it doesn't mean we will be seeing actual gameplay footage of Deus Ex, the new one, but we will be seeing the tech behind the brand new game. Hopefully they show us something that revolves around streaming a huge open world, because their last game had some issues with load times and stuff like that. So I cannot wait to see more futuristic open world games in the future, especially from Deus Ex and Cyberpunk 2077. So if you missed it here, open world games, we covered a ton in the past week, including a brand new trailer for Just Cause 3, and then also the new rumor is that Fallout 4 will be shown June 14th at E3 2015. I mean, that is huge. You've got to get excited for a Fallout 4 reveal. And then also we have some news about The Division and a Dark Souls 2 remaster. You can find all those videos right here on Open World Games. Now for your top comments. So this one's a good one. It's from Joe Bolton and it got 10 upvotes. And he says, I need Skyrim remastered in my life. That would be awesome. This is one game that I do think deserves a remastered in more ways than one, though. If they do a remaster for Skyrim, it's going to be a ton of work for them to do to get it over on the Xbox One and PS4. But I really, really want to see a third-person perspective that, you know, you can stay in combat when you go into interiors where you really don't have to worry about it. So that's one thing. If they do a remaster version, I want to see them go all out with the third-person perspective. But my question for you guys is, do you want a remastered version or do you want a whole new Elder Scrolls? Because these take time to develop. Of course, it's going to cut down on the load times. The graphics are going to be beautiful, and Skyrim, I really do think, is one of the most beautiful open worlds ever created, so I really don't blame you. Hopefully, we do see something like it in the future. May Talus be with you. Okay, so this one is a really good one. It comes from Jump Universe, who goes on to say, Open World Games, what is your most anticipated game coming out this year? That is such a good question. I know a lot of you realize that I cannot wait for The Division, but also, look at my shirts. Star Wars Battlefront. It has been a decade since we have had a proper Star Wars Battlefront game, or a Star Wars game for that matter. I know we've had SWTOR and stuff like that, but I'm looking for something more action-oriented like Battlefront was. And that's what we're getting from DICE and EA. I just cannot wait for this game, and you may know that me and my brother are covering it over at Star Wars HQ. Come join us, come join the fun. You can find a link in the description to that, but it is going to be freaking insane. And then, of course, The Division. That one is another one. I think this year is going to belong to those two games, The Division and Star Wars Battlefront for sure. I can't overstate it. I cannot freaking wait for these games. We got another one. It comes from SFK Game Pro, who goes on to ask, Robbie, will you play Uncharted 4 and upload a video or something of the game on your channel? Well, first of all, I'm definitely getting Uncharted 4. This game looks sick, and Naughty Dog has stated that it's going to feel more open than ever before in areas. This is one franchise that I absolutely adore. They really have made some amazing characters. I've completed every single one of their games, and I don't usually do that. Some games are too long, but their characters are so alive and so real, and they have such amazing visuals and moments in the game. It is just something I absolutely love, and it's one franchise I really don't know if it needs to go open world. And since it isn't open world, it's unlikely you will see me cover the game here at Open World Games. But I wouldn't mind to see some sort of spin-off for Uncharted where it does, you know, dabble in the open world experience. But that leaves the question, would you guys like to see Uncharted go open world, or do you think it's more appropriate for The Last of Us to go open world? I have my own opinions on that. I do think The Last of Us is definitely deserving of an open world. Leave your comments below. I'm extremely curious to see what you guys have to say. Oh, so that is the video, guys. Thank you so much for sending in your questions, your comments, for liking and sharing the video. Seriously, it means the world to me when you guys do that. And then also, I always love scrolling down and checking out your questions and comments. You never know, your comment could end up in the video, so be sure to leave it. And also, do not forget about our Xbox One and PS4 giveaway. We're teaming up with Star Wars HQ to celebrate Star Wars in 2015 and the return of Battlefront. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time.